In this video, I'm going to share my exact YouTube Shorts blueprint that helped me scale to over $20,000 a month. And the best part is I transparently documented it all on my channel that you guys are watching on. A little bit background if you don't know me. My name's Ronik. I'm 21 years old, and I basically run YouTube Short channels for a living. It's kind of crazy to say, but it wasn't always like this. I was just a young kid, big dreams, and bro, all I knew was to grind. But lately, 6 months ago, I stumbled upon YouTube Shorts, and I honestly cracked the code. And this is the exact blueprint. I'm going to go over everything from literally the starting to the end. So whether you're a beginner or somebody who's just, kind of stuck in that situation where you know what you're doing, but you're not seeing the results, I'm going to share so much information. So definitely watch till the end. And if you guys want to work directly with me, my mentorship is officially out. It'll be the top link in the description down below. Anyways, this video should be enough to help you start. Now, step one is finding the right niche. This may be the first step, but this is genuinely probably the most important step because this will determine what you upload, and what you upload will determine where your channel goes. So when you're finding the right niche, there's a few things you want to keep in mind. Now, number one is, are you going to go for a trend-based niche or an evergreen niche? Now, here's two examples. A trend-based niche, if you guys don't know, if you've been keeping up with content, Italian Brain Rot. 2 months ago, huge, hundreds of millions of views on short form content. So if you started a channel in that niche at that time, that would have been a more trend-based niche because it's slowly dying out because the trend is dying out. Evergreen is something that's just always going to be relevant. So there's IRL commentary based niches for like fitness videos, food videos, and that stuff is always going to be relevant, right? Like a gym video or something like that will be relevant in 3 years from now. And it was relevant 3 years ago. So you have to determine where you want to go with it. I would obviously personally recommend evergreen for sure, because evergreen definitely has that scalability and that longevity. Now, when you're finding the right niche, there's so many ways to go about it. I've shared a bunch of, different ways. I've actually made a bunch of videos as well. But essentially, when you are finding that niche or you think you found that niche, just because one video went viral doesn't mean it's a good niche. The best way to find actually like a gold mine niche is to find niches that are actively going viral across multiple channels, right? And you want to find niches that are, to be honest, like going viral for smaller channels, right? Because if a channel with a million views is getting a million subscribers is getting a million views, that isn't as impressive as a channel with 5,000 subscribers getting like 3 million views, right? So you want to find niches that small channels are kind of getting into. And in my mentorship, I actually have a doc where I'm continuously daily updating, niches like that are super low key, but are like actively blowing up. So that's another thing to just keep in mind. Anyways, that's step one. So once you find, your niche, and, you think this is a good niche, it's going viral, there's multiple channels blowing up in this niche. The next main important question that you have to ask yourself, and this is going to be different for everybody, is that can you duplicate that quality of content or make it better? So again, you don't want to get into a niche where the niche is so good, but your quality or your editing is just bad that you can't even keep up. So if you have an editor, that's a different story. But for most of us, even for me till this day, I like to do it myself. So just make sure that you're able to edit those videos and that your creativity is going to make it better than what is already out there. Now, step number two, you want to make a list of competitors. This is genuinely something that's game changing, and I'm so happy that I did this, and it made a big difference. So literally, when I found my niche, you make a doc, you add 5 to 7 channels, or more the better, in that same niche or that same content style, right? And after that, you want to make sure that those channels, you don't want to add like old, big, popular channels. You want to add channels that are new. So it's going to take a bit of time, spend an hour, 2 hours. Like once you find your niche, right? So if your niche is, for me back in the day, it feels like the ranking niche, right? So you want to go ahead, go to ranking, maybe filter it by last week, go through the channels, maybe find newer channels that are blowing up and make a doc, add 5 to 7 of them. So low sub counts, but high views. That is what a good list would look like. So all channels with super low subscribers, but they're getting a crazy amount of views. Okay. Now, next is branding your channel. Now, with branding your channel, people overthink this a lot. Like, although a lot of people use ChatGPT, it really isn't that deep. Keep it super simple. Make your name something that's catchy, or, just something that's easy to remember, and just make it unique. You don't want to just do like, if you're doing soccer videos, you don't want to do like soccer videos. Maybe do like daily soccer clips, or like, you know what I mean? Like add some uniqueness to it. Like, or it could be like, I don't know. I'm trying to think for like soccer stuff. Maybe it would be like Mr. Football or something. You know what I mean? Like make it a bit unique, but that's still simple. That way people remember that, like, oh, did you watch Mr. Football's new video? Whereas like some people have like user 738 or like soccer daily football content videos, like crazy stuff. Keep it simple, make it unique. Okay, now next is posting and testing. Now this part is very important and a lot of people overlook this. So when you're initially getting into a niche, you may think that everything is, that niche is good, you're chilling, blah, 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 but you want to test different content styles in that same niche. So different editing styles, different ideas, and like the best way to go about this is use that list. So what I would recommend and what I did is when you have that list of those competitors, go to their popular videos, like filter by popular, and for your first like 10 to 20 shorts, literally recreate what already went viral for them. So, whatever is going viral for your competitors or has gone viral in the past, I always say this, what went viral once has a high chance of going viral again. So your first 10 to 20 videos, just test different editing styles. If you're using a niche that has like an AI voice, maybe mess around with the voices, and just kind of like just test the waters, right? Because what works for you or for somebody else might not work for the other person. You know what I mean? Like it's at the end of the day, you want to find like that thing that just clicks for you. And then when it does, you want to double down and boom, go all in, right? So maybe if you're getting into the football niche or soccer niche and you're posting videos about Ronaldo, Messi, they're not doing too good, but then you post videos about maybe like Neymar and it just blows up. Upload more Neymar content, right? So you want to test. The first 2 weeks are like a testing phase, and people after 10 days are like, bro, I didn't get the results. Like, guys, you need to test. You need to kind of warm up your account, build that audience. After that is the most important thing. This is where most people fail at. Staying consistent. Like, I can't stress this enough, but boys, like my first channel, I stayed consistent 3 months, and that was like a learning period. That channel didn't get me anywhere, but I was able to build that habit of being consistent. I then realized, I was in the wrong niche. I was uploading the wrong type of content, but I knew what to do. So I went ahead, started a new channel, and I was so confident that I would actually succeed. I documented the entire thing. Like, it's kind of crazy. You could go back today, watch my videos from 3-4 months ago when I was building that channel, and then we scaled it to over 100,000 subscribers, $10,000 to $15,000 a month, plus music revenue. So it's crazy. So yeah, with staying consistent, post 1 time a day. I never missed a day on that channel, same time every single day. And then when it is going viral and you have momentum on your channel, you could test 2 times a day, but to be honest with you, like 1 time a day should be good. And finally, the last step is printing. Like it really is that simple. After that, once you're monetized, it's all about just staying consistent, continuously, improving. That's one thing people just kind of, when they get monetized, they just like, all right, we're just going to upload the same stuff every day. And then your channel starts to die. You have to keep up with trends, right? You have to keep up with editing and improving your editing. And you can also get a music deal as well, which is another great thing. A music deal is something that, you use music in your shorts and you get paid for that as well. Everybody in my mentorship actually gets instant access to the music deal from day 1, which is pretty crazy. But for everybody else, if you have 1 million views in the last 28 days, you can apply. It'll be in my free Discord server, which I'll leave the link to down below as well. But that's it for me. If you want to apply, like I said, to work with me, my mentorship will be top link in the description. It is launch weekend or launch week. So the code LAUNCH50 gives you 50% off for life. So yeah, definitely pretty crazy stuff. And I really hope this video did help you guys out. If it did and you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and drop a like down below. Hit the subscribe button. I think we passed 8,000, boys. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. And if you guys have any other questions at all, leave them in the comments down below. That's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.